Anime gives me energy too. Maybe that's why I haven't been feeling all that great. Because I haven't been watching a lot. I've been watching One Piece whenever I get wings on Wednesdays, and that's it. Welcome back, peoples. Oh, this is empty. I already went in there. Do 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 do. Oh snap! How do I? Wait. What?
Can you go further up?
How do I get down there? I don't think there's nothing back here. I might just have that might be a thing where you're just like, yeah, you just gotta do it.
Watch out for that fall damage, man.
I know, right? Oh damn! Holy shit! That was like, it's not great. Dang, she was so close too. She had the potion in her hands. I was about to say, I thought I heard something. I was like, oh snap! I hear something, and I see the red dots on the thing. What is Lydia fighting? Watch it be like a... Ow, you ass. I'm sitting there worried about Merlin getting hurt.
It's because you're a gentleman.
I know, right? You gentleman ninja. That guy was dope.
Yeah.
I almost wish they, like, after that, I almost wish they brought back Psyche, but then I'm like, nah, these guys are all in good places.
Yeah.
It ended good. Let's leave it at that. Because sometimes when they bring shows back, especially nowadays because we're in the era of the remake, because, you know, they don't have faith in anything anymore. Yeah. Another scumbag, oh, dang, I healed him. Another,
You having them Goku moments? Hey, Cell, here's Sensu Beam.
Pretty much. Well, it's against one, so I figured, you know. Yeah, it's just another basic thing about the age we live in nowadays, where they don't have any faith in anything.
That's what when it comes to making stuff. So what we gotta do is you gotta save up some money, finance our tokusatsu stuff, show the world.
Skeever versus Falmer versus Iron Thing Spider. It's not iron. But yeah, they're like remaking everything because they don't have faith. They don't have faith in anything else working. There's so many good ideas out there, and they're just like, let's bring Roseanne back. It's like, why? I mean, don't get me wrong, Roseanne was an okay show, I guess. I didn't really watch it too much, but it's like, how about give her a different role or make Roseanne, but make it slightly different. Like, at least Fuller House is a different kind of, like, it brought it back, but it's at least somewhat different, kind of. You know what I mean?
Did you watch, what's the name? Girl Meets World? I think that's what it's called. The thing is, like,
Girl Meets World was one of those shows where you're like, I watched the first episode, and then I just went on YouTube and just watched a bunch of, like, the
clips or trailers?
Clips of when people I care about came back.
Because I haven't
like,
seen it, but
I didn't watch the show, but yeah. Like, I know there's callbacks to stuff.
And,
oh yeah, definitely. She's the mom.
And then what's her name is back.
And then Sean comes back, and there was the episode where, you know, when Sean came back, it was funny because he was like, I think he just like broke into Corey's house. He was just on his couch. He's like, because they were waiting for him to get there for mad long. He's like, Sean! And he just like jumps on her or something like that. Yeah, that show is pretty good. And then the brother, he when he comes back in, they just like they open the door and he's like dressed like for some reason because the episode that a lot of people come back is the Christmas episode. So of course, because you know, like, oh, family comes together for Christmas. Yeah. So he's just sitting there as Jesus, and then he like goes like this in his beard, and there's a lollipop right there on a necklace, and I'm just like, oh, he's. And then when I heard him speak, I was just like, I miss Kim Possible because he was the voice for Ron Stoppable. So to check out that.
That's,
imagine you make that into a helmet.
Screenshot it.
Yeah.
I actually like Kim Possible with the show.
Yeah, I have it.
Man.
Yeah, I have it if you want it.
Might have to get that from you.
Yeah.
Especially when he started doing the ape kung fu and everything. Oh, that was so good. And he had his baby sister climbing on walls and stuff.
What was her name again? I don't know if I have those episodes. I think I have the first 4 seasons. I don't know if that's all of it or what.
I'm trying to remember. What was her name?
Oh dang, that guy got, and his little hat too. Dora Pan. Ooh, bloody.
I can't remember her name.
Like, wasn't it Quan or something like that?
Could have been. I remember he would try to tell like, "Yo."
I know. Like, I don't want to guess.
Whatever.
I don't want to guess because like the baby is Asian, so I don't want it to be like, what's her name like? I mean, if they're legit names, it's not racist.
You're gonna be like, what's the name? Is it Tran? Tran's a great name.
I loved it. New Girl is such a good show, though. Now you understand why I like that character. He's so stupid. He's like, you're alright, you want to get weird? Let's get weird. Is that how you meet all your friends? Just at a park?
Pretty much. At a park, on a bus, at a convention.
Oh yeah, do you know that one guy now? The yeah, that's ice form, people, for those of you who don't know. It freezes you to a statue. Yeah, no, we met this guy who was what was he? He was at RockCon, and he was dressed as what's his name?
Guy Sensei.
Guy Sensei.
Oh, Guy Sensei. Oh, no, I see him around the cons all the time.
Somebody we know knows him.
He usually is a Guy Sensei or Zolo, and then the pirate. He's always the pirate or samurai.
That guy is pretty cool. He comes through with his whole family.
Yep. And the Kamen Rider kid, he comes through always as something from Tokusatsu, Kamen Rider Power Ranger.
We need to make like shirts and stuff so we can represent when we walk through. I think my freaking, this sucks. I think my heartburn is so bad that Tums doesn't even work on it anymore. I might have to just start getting, I don't know.
What exactly is heartburn?
Heartburn is the muscle that holds your. It can be caused by a lot of different things, but one of the things is the muscle.
Do you know what it's caused for you? Like
that holds your. That keeps your stomach juices or whatever from coming up into your throat. Basically, gets weaker or something like that. Certain foods you eat sometimes does that, or it's either that or the amount of. I think it's because I overeat. So once I fix that, hopefully it'll fix it. But for right now, what happens is I produce too much acid, which means that I don't know. It just gets up into your esophagus and starts like. Stomach acid touching parts of your unprotected body is not great, and actually, heartburn, frequent heartburn, if left untreated, can result in cancer. But my doctor said it was like that. That's over years, like years of shit.
There's actually, you just reminded me. There's an episode of House where a dude, he eats cheese.
Actually, is it possible I could get a glass of milk or something like that?
Yeah.
Alright. After this video.
Yeah. There's there's this guy who he eats cheese. Like he goes to like cheese parties. I don't know specifics. Anyways,
is he white?
Yeah. So anyways,
white people love cheese. I don't know what
there's like bacteria or something in the cheese, and normally his natural like acid in his body would kill the bacteria, but because he was taking like acid reflux stuff, it was suppressing the acid, so the bacteria was able to like go in through his body and like make him sick. And I was like, that's interesting. So your Tums got you sick.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Another way that Tums can get you sick is my doctor was saying that apparently when it comes to the it's basic science. So what do we learn about science when you neutralize an acid with a base? Creates water and a salt. So basically the salt that is created after you eat Tums and it reacts with your stomach acid it's the same as like eating not a tablespoon of salt, but like it's bad. It's not like good for you. So that's why they say like don't take. Oh, sorry. That's why they tell you like don't take more than a certain amount of it. Yeah. But you can fight one at a time. Yeah. For those of you that don't know, yes, that is what happens when you combine an acid and a base. You get a salt and water.
Combos.
We learned about that in chemistry. Chemistry. See, you learned something in this video. Good job. Good job, person.
Learn that ungrateful has acid reflux.
Yeah. I might have to start taking like some kind of. Well, no, I'm just gonna stop.
Carrots.
Yeah, I need to eat more vegetables.
Would carrot juice work too, or does it have to? Like, I'm just curious. I know sometimes.
I think any of it would work really.
Well, the reason I was asking is I know sometimes when something goes from a solid to a liquid, a lot of the good stuff gets taken out of it. Like apple juice. Like apple juice is
depends because apple juice and all that stuff.
A
The
lot of the
reason it is
nutrients
because it's in the pulp and stuff. A lot of it is in the pulp and and then also one of the better things about that's more healthy about eating fruits and vegetables and stuff is the actual like I forgot what they call the stuff, but I think it's like I think it's called the rind. So like it's literally the like when you eat applesauce, it's the mashed up stuff. It's the physical part of it. It's got like a bunch of different stuff in it. Like what is that called? Why does it say hat for that? It's a horse name. Horsehide. Okay, yeah. It's got what's its name in it? What's it called? Fiber.
Mm.
So fiber is incredibly good for you, especially fiber from plants.
Mm.
Fiber from plants can't really compare to, or it's better than like most other forms of fiber.
Yeah. So I was reading this thing about like people who juices their stuff, and they were saying certain things is okay to juice, but like for example, apple juice is a lot of sugar and water.
Apple juice that you buy in a store is usually, even if it's not made from concentrate, it is mostly sugar. That's why they tell you, even when it comes to eating just regular fruits and stuff like that, don't eat too much fruits, because fruit is mostly just sugar. That's why it tastes sweet like that, because it's mostly sugar.
And they were saying if you like when you eat apples, don't always skin them, because there's a lot of nutrients and stuff.
The majority of the nutrients.
Same thing with potatoes and potato skins. Like there's a lot of nutrients in the skin of the potato.
Yeah.
Which is why I like baked potatoes. Cut it open, throw some sour cream in there, some chives,
some sazon,
some
sazon,
some adobo.
Be like Salt Bay. Put seasoning on your food.
They're not going to be in the next game.
They're not going to be in Skyrim 2. They need to make Skyrim 2.
I don't even know when they're gonna, or if they're starting the next one or not, because they've been. Well,
technically, the next one is Morrowind, the online one.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're just making expansions and stuff for online. Because Too Strong plays online.
Does he really?
Yep. Usually when I get on, I see him playing.
Can you do
playing that?
Can you do shouts and stuff in that?
I don't know.
Because pretty much any game that you can't like at least do shouts in and stuff like that, I don't know if I want to play that. Shouts are.
I think really shouts were introduced in this game.
I'm pretty sure they were, yeah.
Because I know before this was Oblivion and before that was Morrowind, and I played a chunk of Morrowind. I never played Oblivion.
He's like, damn you, because I'm using the same thing as him. Lydia. Yeah, girl. That's how you do it.
Just in time, too. About to fall off on me a little. I guess you could have found his body.
I hate it when that happens. Sometimes you kill people and, oh, look at you knowing how to guard. Sometimes you attack people and they'll slide right off the edge. And you're just like, no, I need stuff from you, though. I'm sorry, Lydia. Why'd you get in the way, though?
You're lucky it don't shatter.
Word. And then ice form, when you get ice form up a little bit, it actually does more damage when you freeze them, I think. Yeah. And it lasts longer, too. I think it takes like a couple more hits. Possibly. I can't remember. I usually don't get it all the way up, usually.
I remember I was watching something for Fantastic Four, and basically they put everybody in like these special areas to contain their powers, and they froze the Human Torch. But the problem is, like, his pinky wasn't completely frozen, so he lit up his pinky, and then he used his pinky to light up the rest of his body.
Yeah, unless your story... He's a person where, like, I feel science, if you don't store him at least absolute zero, he's gonna... Something's gonna... Like, he could just take all
Actually, what was cool about how they got out was they put, like, each of the Fantastic Four was in a special room designed to contain them. And I don't know how accurate this is, because I'm not super deep into comics. Like, I enjoy them, the movies and the TV shows, but I don't read a lot of comics. But, and one of the things, is that a trap?
I knew it was a trap, but I didn't know if there was, like, a way to undo it. Sometimes if you get close enough to a trap, you can undo it.
Oh, okay. But, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so everybody was trapped in their respective areas. And what Human Torch ended up doing was, at this point, the Human Torch could do, pyrokinetic type stuff. So you know how normally he just shoot fire? He could like ignite stuff from a distance. I don't know how accurate that is for the comics and stuff. It was in one of the old cartoons.
I think he can. I mean, it depends what.
But it was one of those things like he was just learning how to do it, so he couldn't do it well. But what he did was he basically used his long range pyrokinetics to like set like I think the things. Thing on fire so that the thing could break out of it, and the thing broke this person out, and this person broke this person out, and it like all came around. But that was cool. They was like, oh no, what are we gonna do? And it was like Richards was like, hey Johnny, can you have you figured out how to do the pyrokinetic thing yet? He was like, I'm still working on it. He was like, hey, set that on fire. He was like, it was pretty cool.
What cartoon was this?
It was wild though. It was like
80s?
Way back, possibly. Because it was like, you know how when you turn on the TV, sometimes they'll have like, oh, Spider-Man and the Amazing Friends.
What channel?
Like, it was, I don't even know. It was so long ago. But it was back when, like, you know the old Iron Man cartoon? I am Iron Man. It was like way back.
Oh my god.
It was mad old. It was like Saturday morning, Saturday night, like nothing else is on, so.
Better watch this.
Yeah. My weekends were literally like Fox Kids and Star Trek and Andromeda. That was my weekends. If I was playing video games,
I still can't believe they got rid of Saturday morning cartoons. Literally for money, and then they replace it with they're like, oh, Saturday morning cartoons aren't getting any views, so then they replace Saturday morning cartoons with a bunch of like the
animal stuff.
The basically channels usually have a certain amount of educational stuff that they have to put on.
Yeah.
And essentially that's where they do that now.
Yeah.
They just put it there.
It's actually, the thing is, like, after the Saturday morning cartoons,
nobody's watching
they would do a bunch of animal-based stuff.
Yeah.
And I would watch that stuff because it's animal stuff. It was cool. After the animal stuff was the educational stuff, I didn't watch. So it would be like, hey, these are, Komodo dragons, blah, blah, blah. These are bearded lizards, blah, blah,
I remember they used to have a thing called Popular Mechanics for Kids.
Mm.
That was a thing that used to come on actually before cartoons. Some of the stuff that came on before cartoons was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Like, I remember one day I woke up and turned the TV on, and I'm like, this is not, Sonic X. This is not, like, Pokemon. What is this garbage? And it was like, yeah, no more Saturday morning cartoons.
What is this garbage?
And I was texting people like, no, they've done it. Can't believe them.
Yeah.
And then I never even have a reason to wake up early on Saturdays anymore.
Heck, no, I don't have any reason to wake up early.
Like, what's the point of waking up at 6 in the morning on Saturdays if there's no Saturday morning cartoons?
Nothing.
I used to watch Power Rangers, Digimon, DBZ, Pokemon, Sonic.
I guess if you have a girl in your bed, sex.
Metabots, Beyblades.
I don't have a constant girlfriend, so.
That's because
unless I have a
pimp.
No. It's
every day. You got one for every day of the week. Got Mondays, Tuesdays, 3 on Wednesdays.
It's nothing like that.
They come through with them wings.
Well, I wish.
See, yeah.
It's more like I haven't been able to find someone who's not freaking
crazy.
Yes.
Bet you like crazy though.
There's a line.
See, he say that, but then he gonna find that one girl that like stabbed him with that fork, and he's gonna be like, ugh, she's the one. See, look at this.
I was only saying that because that might have already happened. Guys, I'm going to do you a favor and tell you, don't piss off Hispanic or black women. You might get stabbed. And as much as somebody would come at, like, I'm sorry for saying that, but as much as people would come at me for saying, how dare you say something like that? This, that, and the third. You have black women in your family. Yeah, and they'll all stab you with a freaking, they'll stab you with way worse than a fork if you mess with them.
I was actually going to ask you, like, when you got choked with your lanyard, what was she?
I just gave, you can't see, but I just gave him a look like, did you really have to ask? First of all, her name was Nia. She was black. Short black chick who choked me out.
It's funny.
And you know, I didn't like it.
Not that time.
I'm just glad that I didn't learn something about myself at that point where, like, you know how, like, there's that moment where, like, a girl maybe, like, I don't know, pokes you in the butthole and you're like, oh no, maybe I like it. And it's just like, Arnaldo's probably definitely had that moment. I have yet to have that moment. Nobody, I don't let that happen.
Yeah, ladies?
I don't let that happen. But anyway, I'm glad that when I got choked, I didn't start to be like, oh, I could see myself doing this. It's like, no, that didn't happen.
Because you haven't found the right one to choke you. God, let's Sofia Vergara choke you.
No, that's...
Would you let Gal Gadot choke you?
I don't really like Gal Gadot like that. She's pretty. Don't get me wrong, she's very pretty. But she's not that kind of, like, I would do what I'd put up with something like that to have to be able to.
Would you let Rosario Dawson choke you?
I've got your back.
Rosario Dawson...
I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Maybe. She could maybe, like, now, when it comes to... I was thinking about this earlier, too, when we were out looking at... I can't remember what we were doing. But I'm like, there are certain girls that I'm like, even if they don't have the physical things that I like, you know, I like a big butt. Like, who doesn't like playing boobs? But, like, there's certain things that I'm like... certain attitudes that girls have that I'm like, I'm attracted to that.
Like Aubrey Plaza?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I told you, though, the other day, I'd be more afraid of Aubrey Plaza possibly, like...
See, my thing is...
sacrificing me to something or something like that. Like, I don't want that to happen.
They were talking about the casting for the Teen Titans thing, and my thing is, like, if they don't have Aubrey Plaza be Raven, I'm not going to watch it.
She's too old now.
They just have the adult Teen Titans. When they're older, they're still the team. Because she would make a perfect Raven.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, back to your whole choking thing. Would you let Razzle Sanchez choke you?
No.
You won't let Victoria's Secret, September, page 3 choke you? Girl got class.
Yeah, that was funny. No, I wouldn't let her choke me. No.
Would you let Momo-kun choke you?
See, the weird thing about Momo-kun, I've been hearing, you hear a lot of stuff about, like, you hear not great stuff about, like, oh, she's this, that, and the third, oh, the way she is about certain things and about people criticizing her and this, that, and the third. I'm like, I guess I can get it if you, like, constantly get criticism, you start to get like that, but, like, at the same time, I'm like, I don't really know if that, like, that's something that's starting to turn me off her. Don't get me wrong, she's still banging. But, like, I'm slowly starting to be like, eh. Also support her, though, I guess.
Would you let Serbian Terminator choke you?
I mean,
could you stop her?
Like, like, if I was getting with Serbian Terminator, I'd be like, that's a given. I'd be more confused if she didn't do that.
I'm actually curious what else she's been in. Because I've never seen her in anything else. I mean, she could have been in other stuff, but I just didn't recognize her.
She could be a foreign...
Yeah, that's also true.
Like that one guy from Thor, he's not really in a lot of other stuff that's in America, really. He's in... I think he's been in other movies in America, just not too many. Ooh, then I gotta find these.
I mean, some people don't even realize that Donnie Yen was... Oh, that's cool. Donnie Yen was in Blade 2. It's like, yeah, he was in Blade 2. people don't realize that. Hey, it's a ballista.
Oh, dang!
Rapid. 1,000 years of death.
No, this is actually serious. Might have to change this to powers, Maryland.
Oh, turn for you.
Snap, 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 snap. Oh,
That did quite a bit of damage.
it did. Let's see, restoration. Coming down.
Still up there.
Change my shout to something that can actually hurt. What can actually hurt? Probably fire more than anything. I'll use unrelenting force though. I think that can knock him over. I might have just killed Lydia. Up, and then it fell apart. I might have to do this over if Lydia's dead. Yeah, she's dead. Ugh. I gotta do this over.
She died for you, though.
Ugh. How far back do I have to
She
go?
was your ride or die.
How far back do I have to go?
When was the last time you saved it?
It might have saved when I came in here.
It's possible.
Let me save now, because I'm not going to keep going without Lydia. So let me just, I'm sorry guys. So I was irresponsible with my words of wisdom, my words of power. I also forgot that there was a Dwarven Centurion right there. So, oh dang, this is decently far back. Alright, let's just run through this. Oh. Yep. Sorry, guys. Matter of fact,
By the power of Lydia.
I just like fast forward through this.
Combo attack. You see that? Watch your health.
I'll just fast forward this part.
Alright.
Trying to get these stupid things off the wall. Screw it. I don't want them. Yeah.
That was worth a lot.
Might have to give this one to her. Get your ass over here, you idiot. Ugh. I don't know why my Tums isn't lasting as long as it normally does. It could be the selection of food. Yeah, please.
Alright. How much you want?
Just a cup full, I guess. Lydia, where the hell? Oh my god. She was right over there. Where the hell did she go?
Is she fighting something? I'll be back.
What could she be fighting? There's nothing else to fight.
you ran half a fight centurion.
Oh my god. Get your stupid butt over here. Idiot.
I've got your back. I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Actually, no, because I can't have more sugar. That's probably part of the reason. I don't know if I'll fast forward this because of that. I'll just. No, I'm good. Okay. Feels a lot better.
Yeah, I try.
Milk.
That helmet is cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna be wearing it now too. Milk is very basic in property because of its
fat content.
Yeah. Give her a gold ring.
Uh-oh. What happened to her?
Gotta start somewhere. Weapons. I'll give her that. That.
Did that bow have ice in its name?
It might have.
I was gonna ask, does it like give ice to the arrows or something?
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
Anything if you do that to bows, that's what it does.
That's cool.
So you can add like fire, shock, or something like that. Frost.
Very cool indeed.
I might just have to edit this part out, like completely. I think we were talking about Momokun when we were at this point.
Yeah, you were saying that there were
some
stuff was coming to light that was
now that we're not.
That one looks cool too. That was putting you off towards her, but she's still attractive.
I think we're still recording, but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna edit this part out.
All right.
But yeah, she does have some. There are definitely some things where I've seen like overreactions to people's criticism of her. But I guess if you're getting it constantly, I understand it. But at the same time, it's like
I mean, it also this is one of those things like
no reason to go that hard.
yeah. I was gonna say it's like your what's the word I'm looking for?
My perspective.
No. Your hobby puts you out there, so there's a certain level of
It's a form of art.
yeah. So there's going to be a certain level of people's opinions. So you have to be prepared for that. But there's also the chance of like people being really, really critical.
Yeah.
And I don't know the specifics. You don't know the specifics, so. But there can be, overreactions and stuff and yada yada.
I'm gonna have to put this part. But so you talking smack about her, I can put in there. Me, it's none of that. Hey. Oh crap!
Ooh.
I forgot to change that back. Lydia, save me.
Oh, Lydia's getting work.
Not shots. It's fine. Give you them healing hands.
A feeling's back. Are you a priest?
I love how she says that. It's like, I'm not. I'm gonna take the gears. False Amethyst. Grand Soul Gem. Lift. The nice thing about the lifts in this in the Dwemer Caves, they bring you back to so if you ever want to go to the end of the Dwemer Cave, you can do that by going the lift will bring you back out to Skyrim, like the main level. Also because the end of a lot of times, let me save real quick. at the end of the Dwemer Caves will be like places to get into Blackreach a lot of times. So a lot of times you want to use those, especially because you don't want to have to go through all this crap again just to get into Blackreach.
Sulla, let's just get out of here. Hasn't there been enough death?
Of course you want me to leave. Just waiting for me to turn my back, so you can have all the glory for yourself. Huh?
I should just go straight up like Emperor.
I was good at anime too.
What?
Get backers. I enjoyed that. Jackal was a monster. Bond was a monster.
Like a faith is stabbing. I know Ryan does it really well. Tico Brohe, he does it really well. Because he's Star Wars. That's
Yeah.
like he likes Star Wars the way I like anime manga.
You won't get the
Okay.
Big titty women. What? I like those things.
Oh, this is remembering you see Head of State? You seen the movie Head of State?
Yes.
Remember when Chris Rock, don't quote me on this, but he was like, you know, if America was a vehicle. No, he said, you know, if America was a lady, it'd be a big-breasted ladies. Everybody loves big-breasted ladies. Something like that.
Yeah, that's
he
funny.
said something like that. I forget the specifics. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. It was an entertaining movie though.
Yeah.
Bernie Mac going around.
Oh my goodness, the train scene was freaking hilarious.
It's like, hey, can I have a... We just have a question. And then they got to the point, tell mama. You better not tell mama.
But I tell mom. Hey, calm down.
That's so good.
Funny thing is, I just skipped the Dwarven armor. So I got the Dwarven helmet. This happens to me most of the times that I play this game. I end up getting Dwarven helmet, which is the next step up from the steel stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then I get the whole body nice steel plate stuff is stronger than Dwarven stuff, I believe. Let's see.
That Monster Hunter min-maxing mix sets all day.
All right. I dropped one. Butterfingers. I thought it said take Elven Mace like it was already mine. But it doesn't know that. Activate thing. Oh dang, can you imagine if you were just standing right there? It would just be like, ah! Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and unlock this gate just so I can get back in here anytime I want.
When are we gonna... Because...
Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. We'll just cut it here.
Alright.
Peace, people.
Actually, I'll wait till you get out, just in case.
Nah, screw it. Cut it!